Hi everyone, it's Amber and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today, on the lovely day that you're watching this, I will be sharing with you the habits that all 4.0 students have while in online school. Because believe it or not, the habits can actually be very different from regular school versus online school. Because I actually did a bunch of research prior to making this list, and the videos that I watched from several years ago, during physical school, the habits were pretty different compared to the ones now. But with that being said, let's just get started. Habit 1, have a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the way in which you react to / confront a challenging situation, as well as process new information. What I mean by this is, say you are confronted with a challenge. Someone with a fixed mindset would tell themselves discouraging words such as, I will never learn this and I can't do this, and etc. Whereas someone with a growth mindset would confront the challenge by thinking about how they could learn from this, as well as thinking about what they could do to improve their skill or learn more / understand this subject or concept better. Also, just quick disclaimer, I'm not feeling the greatest right now, so if my voice sounds a little weird or cracks in the middle of a sentence, that's why. I'm very congested at the moment, but I'm going to make tea right after filming this video. So yeah, let's just keep going. Habit number 2, they motivate themselves without the help from others. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that the Motivational Monday post for this week was push yourself, because no one else is going to do it for you. This applies so much to this specific habit, as well as the whole entire concept of today's video, because external motivation could only go so far. And external motivation is, for example, if your parents were to be on your butt about getting good grades and being like, you have to get good grades, you have to get into a good college, and etc. However, this may work, but it could only go so far, because if you don't personally apply yourself or try to get good grades, it will not happen. For example, I motivate myself by thinking of my future and how my grades in my high school experience could affect what I want to do in the future and what colleges I get into. So yeah, really think about that. Your internal motivation doesn't have to be the same as mine, but yeah, just try to find a motivational something that motivates you to keep working past high school, because there's a lot we can do outside of high school, and we just need to get past high school, and then we could do literally whatever we want. So okay, habit number 3, they have an organizational system of some kind. All 4.0 students have a system where they keep track of the things that they need to do and or assignments they need to complete or have completed. This could be as simple as like Google Calendars, a simple to-do list, or a planner, or it could be something extremely complex like my Notion setup, a calendar, or an extremely complex to-do list. It really just depends on the person and what they are the most comfortable with and what works for them. So it really just depends on you and what you feel like works for you and what helps you the most when it comes to completing tasks. So you have to do kind of a lot of research and try out a few different things if you haven't yet figured out what works for you or what you like to do to organize your assignments and tasks that you have to do throughout the day. But speaking of Notion, stay tuned for my next few videos, because I will be showing you not only how to use Notion in depth, like a beginner's guide. I will also show you my whole entire Notion setup and how I organize my life within Notion. And if you don't know what Notion is, it's basically an all-in-one workspace where you could really do anything in there. Some people use it only for school, some people use it only for like YouTube and business. You could really do anything on there, and it is so customizable once you understand how to use it. So yeah, I will be doing more videos on that in the future, so stay tuned and please like, comment, and subscribe. Now on to the next habit. Habit number 4, they always have their cameras on. This goes for like Google Meet and Zoom, because since we're online, it's hard to connect with not only your teachers but your other classmates, and it's hard to just like make a relationship with them, if you know what I mean. However, having your camera on shows the teacher that you're engaged in the class and you care about your education. Not only this, but it can help you make a good impression on your teacher, which I find to be very useful when it comes to how lenient teachers are with grades and the grading process in general. Not only this, but having your camera on in class can help you connect with other students. Wow, I can't speak today. For example, in my school personally, while I'm in online school, I have made a kind of a pretty large group of friends of people who always have their cameras on and like will react to the teacher, like what they say in class, as well as make little like comments in the chat. And we've kind of just made like a little friend group, and we all follow each other on Instagram, and or we have each other's numbers because some of them don't have Instagram, which is completely fine. And if we are struggling in a class, we'll literally like message each other like, hey, do you understand number 4? And like, what did you get for number 4? Like, I don't understand this, how did you get this, and etc. So it's a really cool like experience, so I would just recommend you have your camera on. But I understand if you're just not feeling so hot and don't want to have your camera on for every single class. I understand that. So yeah, on to the next habit. They engage during class. This is similar to the previous habit, but high achieving students ask questions, raise their hands, make comments, and etc. I'm not really gonna elaborate on this one just because it's a tip said and referred to very often. So on to the next habit. Habit number 6. Turn in assignments early. Now, this is another habit / tip that is told very often, but I recommend you turn most of your big assignments in early. Now, I know you can't do this for all assignments because literally no one has the time for that, but when it comes to larger assignments, for example, papers and presentations and projects like that, I would recommend you turn it in early just so you can get feedback from your teacher and apply that feedback to receive a better grade in the end, which I personally find to be extremely useful. So yeah, I would recommend you do that. Tip number 7, pay attention to details. My old English teacher's last words to me were pay attention to details. This is important because you could easily receive an A on an essay or a presentation if you actually follow the directions and pay attention to the details within the directions. For example, my first ever assignment, also in my old English class, was to write a paragraph about doping and why or why not doping should be legalized. Instead, I wrote a paragraph about why doping was bad and unfair. It's safe to say that I didn't get a good grade on that paragraph, but I did end up getting a much higher grade when he allowed me to redo that assignment. But yeah, if I were to have actually read the directions carefully, I could have gotten a much higher grade on that assignment off the bat instead of having to redo it several months later when I didn't even realize we did that assignment. So on to the next habit. They study strategically depending on the subject. No two subjects nor teachers are the same. Therefore, you should study differently depending on the situation. For example, for my Spanish class, I use flashcards and practice tests to understand materials and prepare myself for quizzes and things like that. Whereas For math, I use my old homework pages to review formulas and understand concepts better, although I do need to get a tutor for algebra because I'm kind of struggling and I really want to get all A's this semester because last semester I got all A's and a B in algebra. So yeah, if you guys have any tips for me for passing algebra, let me know because I don't know what it is. I just can't figure out my way through algebra. But on to the next habit. They use their resources to their advantage. We're an online school, meaning you can literally get any information at the touch of your fingertip that could help you tons while learning new information and concepts during school. And if you want to learn more resources that have helped me while in online school, I'll leave you my recent post about the apps that every student should have in the description box below. So check that out if you like. On to the next habit is they go above and beyond. Obviously, again, you can't do this for every assignment because no one has the time for that. You want to like get sleep, you want to go out with your friends occasionally while being safe, wear your mask and everything as you should. But when it comes to more simpler assignments, I recommend you to go above and beyond and just go the extra mile. For example, in my biology class, we do these weekly science notebooks where we watch videos and we have to answer questions or like prompts corresponding to us watching the videos, if that were to make sense. But occasionally she gives us extra videos, and she told us that if we were to watch the videos and take notes on the videos, she would give us extra points per video we watched and took notes on. So that has really helped me a lot when it comes to the end of the year, because sometimes I don't do the best on some assignments. So those extra points can really like make up for assignments that you did poorly on. On to the next habit. Habit 11. I don't know. But they put school first. Now I know school can't be and shouldn't be your entire life. But if you had to choose between going to dance class or finishing your six-page essay, they would stay home to finish the essay. This is because these students understand the importance of school and realize they should do well in it in order to achieve and do bigger things in the future. Habit number 12. They surround themselves with like-minded people. Many people say you are the product of the 5 closest people you surround yourself with. Meaning if you want to receive higher grades, befriend people who are already higher achievers or whom are working really hard to get higher grades. But yeah, with that being said, on to the next habit. Habit number 13. They get an adequate amount of sleep. Yes, you heard me right. They get sleep. Teens need about 8 to 12 hours of sleep. Yes, I'm talking to you. You probably get like 2 hours of sleep every day. Yes, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Get some sleep, okay? You probably shouldn't even be watching this video right now. You're probably like trying to get higher grades this semester, but you're up to like 2 a.m. like right now. Okay? Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just stating facts here, but this is definitely needed if you want to make it through the school day. And one tip that I recommend when it comes to trying to receive more sleep is to have a good and set night routine that you do every night, regardless of it's a school day. Although morning routines are a different story because morning routines can vary depending on the day. But this just allows yourself to get prepared for the next day and prepare yourself to go to sleep. Now, on to the last and final habit, which is to review the content covered in class. You can't just learn something by hearing it once and writing it down in your notebook. You can't like just attend class. You must must review the material to learn it. It could be just a light review or like an in-depth review. It really doesn't matter, mainly because the bond made when learning new concepts gets stronger every time you review it. So just keep reviewing the content that you're learning, which is something that I personally need to do more and will be working really hard to do this semester. So yeah, that is all I have for you today. I hope you learned something that will help you get higher grades and all A's this semester. I wish you luck this semester. I hope you get a good night's rest. I hope you just have a fantastic day overall. But yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.